Welcome to the short Vort on Bamidbar and Shavuos. This is based on The Majesty of Man by Rabbi Altahanach Leibowitz, as well as later from Rav Pam on Parshas Bamidbar for Shavuos. So in Perek Aleph Pasuk Yud Ches, chapter 1, verse 18, Torah says, "Ve'ez kol ha'ida hikilu be'echad l'chodesh hasheni." They gathered the entire nation on the first day of the second month, which is what we call Iyar, B'mispar Shemos, according to the numbers in their names. Ramban Nachmanides says the reason that the Torah took this approach was as a sign of l'chavod u'l'sevaris, for honor and for dignity for each and every Jew. He didn't merely just ask the heads of each tribe, how many people are in your tribes? But Moshe Rabbeinu passed by each and every one of the millions of people, 600,000 plus men from the age from 20 to 60, and he counted them. Because the purpose of a census has a practical purpose. You want to know the demographics of the people. And it could have been done very simply. But there's a secondary purpose here, and that is to make sure that the Bnei Yisrael, Moshe, and everyone learned the lesson about the value of each and every individual person. No one should be treated as a mere number, but each person is unique. When the census comes, just because you're counting a lot of people doesn't mean you should forget the individual. In fact, when you're dealing with a group, whether it's 10 people or 10,000, you have to remember that it is about each individual in the group. When you show warmth and personal attention, it makes a difference to the people. Sometimes just even spending the few moments in the morning to say good morning to someone makes a difference in someone's day. You have to make every person count. And that is the lesson of how the census was done. The Shulchan Aruch says that most of the time that Parshas Bamidbar will be the Parsha before Shavuos. The reason for that is to make a hefsek, to make an interruption between the tochacha, the curses and reproach that are in Parshas B'chukosai, so that it won't be connected to Shavuos. The same way we have in Devarim, we have also tochacha that we say it before Rosh Hashanah, before the new year. And the reason for this is we want that the year should end in its curses. The new year should start auspiciously with the blessings. Now we understand Rosh Hashanah is the new year for the world. What is Shavuos the new year for? Why are we making this distinction? So the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah says that on Shavuos is the new year for the fruits, and that's when Hashem makes divine judgment for them. And you don't want that to come immediately after the harsh curses of the Chukosai. So we want a Shabbos in between. That's Bamidbar. But Bamidbar is particularly suitable to create this separation because of the lesson that we mentioned before. It teaches how much Hashem loves each and every person, that each and every Jew counts and should be treated properly. Otherwise, if we didn't have that lesson, perhaps as Rav Pam, one might question the extent of Hashem's love after reading the 49 terrifying curses of Tochacha. So once again, be sensitive to every person. Even when you're talking to a group, make each an individual count. And just as we've been counting the 49 days towards Shavuos, so we shouldn't be just counting, but we should also make the days. We shouldn't be just counting the days, but we should make every day count. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good Jantav and a Chag Sameach.